for finding me again this time around. Yes, twin flame, exactly. And I'm sorry. Oh, we'll have my kids is there first. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. This card has come out so many times between you and Gulf. So it's like it's a special card. It's definitely a special card. And I'm sorry also has come out a few times between them. So there's definitely some sort of remorse felt between them. Probably going both ways. Sorry for it not being the right time. Sorry for what's happened. I can't find I'm sorry on here. I'm sorry, I can't find I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. So there's that. And what about clock? The clock card we said, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. I wonder if I should... Wait, don't you dare. I can't lean it on that. It's not resuming, is it? And it's going to be a mess to index later, but with all these different videos and everything. But anyway, yeah. Hi guys, I've decided to just put it on the phone again today, because I know that you disconnected from me a while ago, and I was just going to keep going with it because I am recording on my computer. But then again, I don't even know how that's going to turn out. I don't know if it's recording the actual screen or if it's just recording my voice. I don't know. I'll have to find out later. So I decided I better get some form of live audience here, so that, you know, critics are taken care of when I come and give the fill-in and the edited version later. So hopefully I'll have some form of evidence that this was live, or that, not that this was live, but that I really did pull these cards just before I came live on the video again. But for, I think the last card I pulled when I was talking to you was gaslighting, possibly. And then the next card after lightning was twin flame. Not kidding you guys, I had such an amazing reaction to this. Hopefully it's captured on the recording, that I couldn't believe it. How much I've been saying about lightning. He has a spiritual awakening, possibly like a twin flame connection, like a divine masculine waking up about his divine feminine, and we got twin flame card. Twin flame card came out for that. Incredible. And then it gets better. It keeps going. The two cards I pulled for Hand of Cards, for taking a chance, that was from you. The cards I got for that were I'm sorry, which is I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. And then have my kids. I got have my kids again, for how Mew is feeling about Gulf. So taking a chance for the sake of having kids, which I then pointed up here and showed how we were literally talking about a child earlier, possibly, etc. Having kids, something both of them really want. Okay, and then I was going to move on to the clock card. So I will continue now. I'm really sorry for all this videos, multiple videos and everything, guys. I think it's the internet. I think it's just my internet connection is the problem, because it keeps disconnecting and I can't reconnect with you for some reason is the problem. But anyway. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look at what the clock is. What's this clock card about, please, Ivory? Regarding how Mew Superset is feeling towards Golf Kanawat right now, what is this clock card about? Is it about, as we discussed, he needs time, it takes time, cycles, time to heal, etc.? Oh, card flipped there. Unclear. Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. Well, that's because he needs time to heal, right? And then we can also point back up at his cards for clouds. Clouds was in the middle for his cards. Thank you very much. So yeah, it could be that he's unclear because he has to heal first, right? And then unclear. He's obviously, with this lightning and twin flame card, he's clear about that. He's woken up. He has a divine feminine and he knows it. He's woken up about that. But the unclear and clock card is more about he's unclear of how he's going to pursue his divine feminine or how things are going to move forward. And he's also knowing that it takes time. It takes time. Did you guys see that card by any chance? Well, if you did, I'll pull it out. So for the healing heart, which I was just talking about, Mew needs to do, healing heart from heartbreak, freedom of toxic relationship and addiction. And for that card we got, it's simple really. How do I feel? I want us together forever. And this card came out as well when we did the reading for the other two the other day. This card came out and I said, something tells me this is not about them. This is about someone else. And us getting this card today, well, could take that as, yep, you were right. It was about someone else. I might just pull one more card though for the healing heart, just because that one came out in a different manner. There we go. Okay, so we have attention of others. Also one we get a lot from you. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So that could be the toxic relationship or the addiction that Mew has to deal with as well. Because we've mentioned in the past as well, in past readings, about how if Mew really is going to be with Gulf, Gulf is not the kind of person who likes to have his whole life out in the open on camera. So Mew's possible toxic relationship or addiction to sharing everything with the public, or even getting the attention of others for everything he does, or even what do you call it, public acknowledgement or public exception, things like that. He may have to get over that in his while he's doing his healing in order to be with Gulf. It could be that too. I can't see your camera. You can't see me? That's unusual, because I can see me and I'm using my phone right now, which usually if you can see yourself, that means they can see you. Oh, come on, technology failing me again? What's going on? I don't know. If you can see me, you can see me. If you can't, you can't. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so that's how Mew was feeling. Oh, hang on. Before I pick those cards up, we also have to do the ombre cards. Oh, quickly. Hello there, ombre. So can you give us 1 or 2 cards about how Mew Superset is feeling towards Gulf Kanawhat today, please? Just to round this all up, please. Whoop. I always knew there was something different about you. Okay, that's one. And these 2 sort of fell. So I think we'll look at these 2. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. Oh, wow. Well, that's very twin flame, isn't it? And I've realized so much since we parted ways. Again, twin flames, guys. Twin flames. While I am a Wanjai and I do sort of believe they are still in communication of some kind, I'm not one of the Wanjais who believe that they're living together and, you know, actually in a secret relationship right now. I find it harder to believe that the more I hear about in these cards about twin flames, because twin flames do involve a separation period. But then again, I earlier mentioned about, you know, they did separate for a show back to 2022 when Mew had his burnout and Gulf had to leave the country and do his Asian concert, or Asian tour, I should say. So it could be that too. It could be that too. Anyway, all right. So that's how Mew Superset is feeling towards Gulf Kanawhat presently. Oh, those cards I didn't. We are going to use this again, so I'll just shove them in there somewhere. Okay. Alright, and now we'll move on to, yeah, says it's error, so I have no idea what's going on now. I could be in 2 lives at once here. I have no idea. What was I gonna do then? No. Open this and open this. No, not that. Definitely have to. What I want to do, I'm going to see, because I use OBS on Linux, I'm going to try and get those icons on the taskbar down there. I'm going to try and move them over to the other side, because then that's perfect. I can see them perfectly there, but I can't see them behind the box where the camera is, and I need the camera in front of me or you can't see me. So, right, now what was I doing? Golf. Back on track. Come on, technology keeps interrupting me. Back to golf. We want to see how Golf is feeling towards Mew. If this is how Mew is protected by, you know, my live keeps being interrupted and I keep having technical problems, so be it. It's fine. But I truly believe that it would be more than just internet problems. Like, I wouldn't even be able to get any proof or live reading up here if it were like that. I truly think my issue with the technology is just because of my location and because of not having a good internet connection. Alright, so how is Gulf Kanawhat feeling towards Mew Superset today? How is Gulf Kanawhat currently feeling towards Mew Superset? One card. Whoop. 3 cards, maybe 2 more, or actually I'll work with these first. Alright, so this was the first card that came out, which is the Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Oh, that's not good. But it could be he's feeling that way about Mew. Like it's not so much that towards him. He's thinking Mew is feeling that way. It could also be. Yeah, and I'll second that because of these other 2 cards. This we got wedding rings here. Union, wedding, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Healing heart is the last card we pulled for Mew. So definitely there's some, what do you call it? Telepathic connection there, that they're feeling the same way with that. Or that Gulf is very well disconnected, didn't I? For a few seconds I disconnected there, didn't I? Just as I was talking about this. Interesting. Timing's interesting. So, yeah. Maybe I'm sharing too much information. Who knows? But, yeah, I think Gulf definitely knows Mew has to heal. Mew has some healing to do before anything like wedding bells can happen for them. Okay? Because if we look at this as the Golden Mirror, if we go for the love bombing side of things, it could be that Gulf wants to protect himself from love bombing and a narcissistic approach. He wants the real deal. He doesn't want to play around. And he knows that that's not going to happen unless Mew does the healing first. Could also be he has some healing to do as well. I've said that before. I put that upside down, sorry. Gulf may have some healing to do as well. Oh, I am still, yeah, that's right. That's why I'm doing that. Sorry, I'm getting disoriented. I've got screens everywhere here now. Okay, let's pull at least 2 more cards here. So how is Gulf currently feeling towards Mew Superset? So possibly feeling, the end card is that he knows that Mew has to heal, right? So
I don't want to do what I want.
Oh, look at that, we got lightning. Mew had lightning. So there's a sudden change also coming for Gulf. Or Gulf knows there's a sudden change coming for Mew. Perhaps Gulf can feel it. Perhaps he can feel that their time for reunion is coming close. That Mew is getting very close to that epiphany, that spiritual awakening. And, wow. Now that's an interesting card. Passion. Insane chemistry, like each other equally and having fun. Wow. So, in other words, after this epiphany, after this spiritual awakening, true feelings will be coming out. No holding back after that. Gulf will let it all loose and show how much he really loves Mew. And possibly Mew will be the same. Twin flames. When twin flames unite, it's a beautiful scene. It's a divine scene. Divine counterparts coming together as one. Nothing like it. Okay, alright, so I think that's enough from those. And what about Ivory? What can you add to this spread, Ivory? if I don't have the picture being recorded, at least I have my voice. And I'm sorry guys, you'll just have to take my word for it of the cards that I'm pulling if you can't see me. Sorry about that. What the hell is this quality? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm seeing myself clearly. I have no idea. You see, now I'm going back and I'm seeing that you're still on my other live. Does anybody know, if you go live from the same channel on both the computer and the phone, 2 different streams, is that why you possibly can't see me? I don't know. Well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Can you see me as well? I'm in 2 lives. Oh my gosh. How obvious is it that I'm an amateur at all this streaming business, huh guys? How obvious is it? Yes, 100 DBSK, yes. Golden bronze tarot you're talking about, right? Yeah, even before I started doing my own readings, I used to follow her readings, and I used to have a write-up underneath of all the points that I could relate to MewGulf, because she was so on point with her readings when it came to them. And yeah, she literally said that. It was only a very short one, but she got to the point that, yeah, what the hell's going on? Yes, you're right. You're right. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, this is my internet, guys. I'm sorry. It's my internet. Now I'm too scared. Even though I'm in 2 streams at once, I'm too scared to turn one off. Because I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to keep going. Let's just keep going here. I need to get my streaming software out under control for staying connected, or warning me when it doesn't anyway. Warning me when it doesn't. Golden Mirror gets playing games. That's very fitting. What about the wedding rings? What about this wedding rings? Is this about the union between MewGulf, or is this about something else? No way! Gulf's fan meet coming up. The theme is returning home, right? Returning home. You are my home. Returning to our eternal home. I mentioned it earlier about there possibly being like a unexpected guest. Well, maybe, but you know, can't get our hopes up. You know, we've been getting our hopes up for years, so better not go there really. But the card that just turned up, you feel like home. How fitting is that for being Gulf? And this is about the wedding rings, which I said, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And this is all about how Gulf is feeling about Mew, remember? So, you feel like home. Who's Gulf's home? Yes, of course he feels like his fans are home too, but who really feels like home to Gulf? Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. I don't know where to look anymore, guys, sorry. Should I even pull the cards up still? I don't know. Takes time, and I don't know, I could get cut off any minute, you know, the way this internet is. Hang on, I feel like I want to pull that one up because, oh, come on. Oh no, what are you doing? See what I mean, guys? Everything's going able. You feel like home. There it is. Wait. Oh, what? Now what? What's going on now? Okay, but officially something is not right here. It won't let me do it. What's going on? Okay, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. I can't put it on the screen up there, but you saw it here. And hopefully you saw it here too. Okay, so that was for the wedding rings. 2 other cards came out with that one though. We got Ghosted and You're So Smart. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart and I really enjoy our conversation. So those 2 came out as well, along with this one. So Ghosted. Not sure if he really did ghost anybody or even you, but it could be, like I just said, his fan mate is returning home, returning to his eternal home. So it could be, the Ghosted card could be about returning home or returning to something. And then You're So Smart could be about how returning home. Maybe it was Mew's idea how to return home, if it's gonna happen. I don't know. Gosh, am I still alive? What's if I say too much? What's gonna happen? Anyway, this is my opinion. Only my opinion, guys. Remember that. Don't take it as gospel or fact. All right. Healing heart. What's this healing heart about, please? I'm lingering too long now. What's this healing heart about, please? Ivory? How is Gulf Kanawat feeling towards Mew Superset regarding this healing heart? Is it that he's aware that Mew has to heal and return to him fully? Or is it more about he knows he has to heal? Or he still has some healing work to do? What's this healing card about in regards to Mew Superset? What is Gulf Kanawat feeling towards this? Well, very fitting. Need time to heal. Need time to heal. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. Yep. And spoiling you. We got spoiling you as well with that one. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. So in other words, again, we're saying like after healing or after the lightning here, don't have to pick it up and show it here, do I? I better. With the lightning card and the heart came after the lightning card. I'm in reverse, of course, on the phone, but I'll flip it. It means that after the spiritual awakening or after they get back together, after the healing is done, there's going to be passion, there's going to be real, like, unbelievable chemistry, probably very similar to what we used to see on screen. And looks like Gulf wants to spoil Mew in the future. What a lovely thought. Alright, and what about this lightning card? Can we get more about this lightning card, please? You wouldn't believe how much trouble, technical trouble I've had. I'm live on two streams right now because it's just been hectic. That's why I'm taking so long. You have to be a bit patient with me this morning.
They break apart.
Well, you can do that. You go ahead. It's not going to interfere with this, I don't think. Lightning, you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. So this could be Mew having the epiphany or the spiritual awakening that he does need to heal. That he is not healed at all, and he does need to heal properly before he can pursue a relationship with anybody, including Gulf. Alright, and what about the passion card? Tell me more about this passion card. What's Gulf Kanawat feeling towards Mew Superset with this passion card, possibly in the future, after the healing is done? What's this card about? See that, guys? You're mine. This isn't the first time we got this card coming out for how Gulf feels about Mew. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. We got this card either in the last reading or the reading before that. In other words, you know, Gulf wants Mew. And Gulf knows that he belongs with Mew. And it's not easy for him to be watching what Mew's doing right now with someone else. Even if it is all for show. It's still, you know, if you remember back in the day, Gulf showed very subtle but obvious body language about being jealous and possessive of Mew. And vice versa, of course. Mew showed it more, but Gulf had those, like, he was the one to watch out for because he was the silent one, right? You remember, guys? Do you remember? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you do. So, yeah. Interesting for that to come out the way Gulf feels about Mew. I forgot it was noisy. I hope you guys can still hear me over that, but my husband does have to make his breakfast. Cancel that then. Okay. Alright, so. Wait, didn't you want to do a thing where we didn't eat before 9?
What?
Didn't you want to do a thing where we didn't eat before 9?
No, we didn't. I'm starving.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Alright, so how is Gulf Kanawat feeling towards Mew Superset right now? Ombre? I've been thinking about the last time I saw you. Now that could be as recently as London. If you know, you know. If not then, it could be a long time ago that he's still thinking about. Oh, and look at that, how convenient. We have 2 cards flipped over already there on the top that also flipped over with this one. We have... Oh, well that's... Wow, alright. Perhaps that plays into what I said about maybe Gulf has some healing to do as well. Or maybe even Gulf is going to have the lightning moment. Maybe Gulf needs to also have that spiritual awakening too. Because I have always been afraid of this love. That could be... I just got wind that I think you can't see me anymore on the big screen, can you? Not receiving. Yeah. It's gonna end. Anyway, I'm still here with you guys. Yeah. Gulf got, I've always been afraid of this love. This could go back to why it didn't work out in the past. If we go back to what I mentioned about, you know, divine timing intervention. Could be this. Perhaps Gulf was too afraid back then. Or perhaps Mew is afraid and Gulf knows it. Could be that too. One of them or both of them could be afraid of this love. And the reason they could be afraid, which is also a very twin flame thing, is because there's nothing like it. A twin flame connection it's so powerful. You don't even, if you're part of a twin flame, not that I am, but I've read about it and I've heard people talk about it. It's like you don't even know why you feel the way you do. You're just magnetically drawn to this person, and you can't help it. It's like you may not want to be with this person. You might, if you're like Mew and you'd rather be with someone who has money, who has a stable living situation, is known well in society, etc. You might want to go and make your own destiny, but if you are destined to someone, you can't change that. It's the inevitable. It's going to happen anyway. So this card coming out saying I've always been afraid of this love, it could be both of them, or it could be one of them. Interesting. And this one, I want to reach out to you. Wow. So, yeah, with that card coming out with it, it does sound like it could be Gulf. It could be Gulf who's always been afraid of this love, but he wants to reach out to me. He wants to be honest with his feelings. And it may not be afraid of this love as a whole, but it could be that he's afraid of the next step in this relationship. If we go as far as to say, the next step would be Mew cancelling the publicly known engagement and engaging with him instead, let's say, just for example, and Gulf could be scared of that. Gulf could be scared of stepping into engagement, marriage, having a family, etc. Could be scared to step away from being career focused, because that's what he's known for a long time now. Could be something like that. Very interesting. Okay. Actually, hang on. It was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to, because I'm really curious about that. I'm going to pull out my cosmic deck here. Going to, whoops, no, I didn't even say what I was going to do. What's that card anyway? Challenges. I was going to say what is making them scared? What is making them scared of this love and reaching out? What's holding them back? And I got challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. Challenges is what's holding them back. All right, and then I was also going to ask, what else was I going to ask? What was I going to ask? I had it in my head. Well, anyway, that was the one I had in my mind at first, was why? Why are you scared of this love? Why are they scared of this love? And why aren't they reaching out right now? What's holding them back from reaching out? And I got challenges, so that's pretty much an answer anyway. I don't have Muse cards, so I can't really ask anything about it, but coincidentally, the card I have on the bottom of the deck here is cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So that could also be it. So I'll leave it at that with those cards, I think. Don't really need to, you saw them right? Yeah. Don't really have to keep going with that. We got the answer fast enough. And maybe one last thing I want to do is, let's do my GDT deck here, Godspeed Divine Timing. The two cards, yes. And let's ask, when is this lightning or epiphany or spiritual awakening going to happen between MewGulf? When is this lightning, epiphany, spiritual awakening moment going to happen between MewGulf? Alright, well, what I can say with the cards I got is I have got all of these cards before. You can see them up there. I got them all before. We got in March, probably about 4 readings ago. We got in June, maybe 2 readings ago, and in December we got multiple times as well. Despite them being 3 different times, it's kind of all inclusive, because the main point I got last time I really got into this deck about it was that it was going to happen in the next 6 months, was one, and also it was going to happen between December and July next year, because sort of separating that question I had into separate questions. One of the questions was like, when is it going to start? When is it going to start? December came out for that one a few times. Then I think another question was like, when is the other going to end? When is the other going to, finally start moving towards a completed cycle? We got in March for that one. I think we also got in May, I think. So possibly between March and May is the timeline. And then when is it all going to be over is another question I've asked, which I have got in June before and also in July. So really it all still fits. But just in case, for critics' sake, I'm going to put these. So it was May, June, December, right? It was 3 months, May, June, December. All right, now I'm going to draw again, asking the same question. See if it still agrees with what I said about between December to July next year. So when is this lightning, epiphany, spiritual awakening going to happen between MewGulf? Or, since I already asked that question, and it's not really wise to ask the question again, let's change it. Let's say, when is this awakening going to happen for Mew? When is this awakening going to happen for Mew Superset? When is Mew Superset going to have this spiritual awakening, enlightenment, lightning moment, epiphany moment about how he feels about Gulf Canoat? When is this moment going to happen for Mew Superset? Am I still live? When is this moment going to happen? Or when is this moment likely to happen? They don't want to tell me. That's too much information. Too much information. You can't say that. It's only my opinion, though. Alright. If I don't get it, I'm going to count to 8, and if I still don't get a card, I'm going to take that as I've asked enough. Can't ask anymore. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Oh, that's too many cards, really. How many cards is that? Without looking at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. I said I was going to count to 8, and I got 8 cards. Should I take that as a sign? These cards, though, I don't know. When is Mew going to have his moment of awakening? The first card that came out was in January. in January. The other cards are not related, I don't think. So yeah, in January, okay. And what about Gulf then? Moving on. When is Gulf going to have this spiritual awakening moment? When is Gulf going to realize how he truly feels about Mew Supersit? When is he going to have this spiritual awakening, this enlightening moment, this epiphany towards Mew? If he is going to have one, that is. If we're not just talking about Mew here. Or, when is this lightning moment that is referred to in Gulf's reading going to happen? Couldn't get that out in time, could I? Okay, well, I've got 3 cards here. Now, what I'm thinking is, the first card I saw is a long time, but what I'm thinking is this is possibly referring to, it's been a long time that this awaited moment has been coming. So it's been a long time coming, this moment, is what I think. In autumn, a few days, which, if you go by American, they're autumn now, aren't they? I don't think they've reached winter yet. Right? So yeah, a few days in autumn, basically. Some of the cards that came out within January, I didn't take notice of them like enough to show you, but one of the cards that came out within January is happening now. There was a card that said happening now as well. And I thought, yeah, probably not likely, but if it is, then it'd be like Mew is having his moment right now, or the start of it, and then in January possibly is when they'll make the real move to come together or come to an agreement of some kind, whether they're together or not. Alright. I think that's enough. Actually, I should put them that one over. Put all my cards out here, really, on the table. I've got all my cards on the table. Alright. Like I did last time, I think I'll pull the Buddha cards as well. Has a question about the other two. I know someone did. Maybe to be fair, I could do just an oracle check-in for those two. About how they are holding up with their friendship, etc. Where's over here? I'll do that. Alright. So, how is Mew Supersit currently feeling towards Tulpacorn? Cosmic? Oh goodness, that really jumped. What's this? Oh! Pull that. That's on the bottom of the deck there. I laughed because yeah, I think living in an illusion and clouds and everything here. How is me feeling towards Tul right now? Been bewitched. Now, to me, that doesn't mean you're in love. That means something has influenced you to be where you are right now with a person. And then on the bottom of the deck, coincidentally, the card divorce. Experiencing a breakup. Let's pull another card just in case. how is Mew Superset currently feeling towards Tulpacorn right now? Is he feeling it's over? Getting ready for a breakup with this divorce card? The spell is off. The spell has worn off. In other words, this love spell has worn off. The love spell has worn off. Moving towards a breakup, and what else? Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Well, I can believe that because, as I mentioned earlier, with all the business they're involved in, if things go pear-shaped, their business associates would be on Tool's side because they knew Tool before they knew Mew. They know Mew through Tool. So if Tool gets hurt or publicly embarrassed or anything like that, I'm sure most of his friends would be on his side. And Mew may find himself in hot water in financial matters. Possibly. Leave those round there. Yes. Okay. What else? I think that's enough, honestly. Those cards, I don't really want to dwell on them today, I don't feel. This is why I always tell you in the description it depends how I feel. But that's what I got. That's honestly what I just got for how Mew Superset is currently feeling about Tulpacorn. Which, yeah, I get the idea. The love spell is worn off, whatever it was, whether it was business related or not. It's worn off. There's a breakup coming on the cards, and yeah, he's possibly going to have trouble with finding it. 5 is the magic number today though, didn't I? So maybe I'll pull 2 more cards. So we'll pull 2 more cards for how is things going to be after the financial difficulty. Luck is on your side, and what else? What I was thinking then for that answer was, is Mew going to be okay financially? Well, we got yes. And what else? Is he going to be fine? Is he going to reunite with Gulf? Is he going to suffer from losing a lot of fans, or is his social image going to suffer? We got air sign. Okay, well, I was kind of about to mention Tool, saying like, is he going to be affected? We got yes, and we got air sign. Well, air sign covers Tool as well because of Libra. But it could be both of them. It could be they're both affected by this situation. Just one more card. You're confusing me now, Cosmic. Come on, give me a card that clarifies things, please. Or do I need to clarify with something else? Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Mew. In other words, Mew needs to go away, go deep within, find himself, heal, and really be honest about what he truly wants. That's what it is. That's what it's telling me. So the air sign is Mew, Aquarius. Mew is going to be fine. Find himself, his Aquarius self. He's going to heal, and he's going to manifest what he truly wants. Which, there is a small possibility what he truly wants would be returning to Tool after healing properly, but there's only a small possibility of that. Okay, and cards back, and then we'll ask the other half. How is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards Mew Supersit right now? Just gonna get all the cards, guys, because we had 6 cards for Mew, but 5 would be enough, Cosmic. Oh, you're so good. Okay. So we got 6 cards exactly. Wonderful. Thank you for listening, Cosmic. Alright, so we got... I'm going to do it in order of the way they came out. You can see these cards, guys, so you know I'm not trying to do anything here. So the first card that came out was Gambling. Same as what Mew just got. Financial problems, gambling, problems with addiction and gambling, bad finances. Could already be problems in the businesses, perhaps. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Interesting. Love spell. You've been bewitched. You've been bewitched. Same one Mew had, right? I wonder if that means the love spell came from Tul. Anyway. Or maybe it came from Mew. Narcissist came next. How many times we get this card when I work with Cosmic for Mew in regards to Mew? What Tul thinks of Mew. Someone is too full of themselves. That's what the Narcissist card says. Health issues could arise. And lastly, air sign. Yeah. I think this air sign is to say that this is definitely talking about them. This is definitely talking about them, not somebody else. So there's some kind of problem with addiction or gambling or bad finances between them because they both got that card. There's also, I think this sexuality, someone is still figuring themselves out, this card. I think that's also a love spell thing between them. The idea of someone cast a love spell and it's wearing off now because somebody is still unsure. About going back to the reoccurring subject when we talk about those two, about possibly things not in the bedroom, just quietly. And narcissist and health. This could be either Mew being narcissistic. Oh. Either Mew being narcissistic or Tul being narcissistic could be ruining the health of their friendship or connection. So because they're both air signs, so it could be that someone's narcissistic ways are ruining the health of their connection. Okay? Alright, so that's how Tul is feeling about Mew. Now, I'm still going to finish with the Buddha cards because I think that's a nice way to finish, is with the Buddha cards. Since we just did a cosmic pull for the other two, I'll include some cards for Tul as well. So, Buddha Wisdom is the name of the deck here. I was about to say... for what's the advice from you right now, was what I was about to say. And we got this card. Silence is the best answer to someone who doesn't value your words. Interesting. That could be for upcoming issues like with the social media, with the press, explaining why things have happened the way they have, if things really do take a turn. Something like that. All right. One day you will look back and realize that you worried too much about things that don't really matter. Yeah, I would say that's true too, because no matter how much Mew is in hot water regarding his current situation, he does have supporters. He has unconditional supporters. He has us as supporters. And he has Gulf, unconditional love, as was said earlier. I even think he still has Tool, even if this thing doesn't work out, depending, well, not even depending, whether it was a real deal or for a business matter or something, I still think their friendship is strong enough to survive all this. So, yeah, all this worrying that Mew is doing, that he's letting hold him back from making the necessary changes in his life right now, it really didn't matter. Or it doesn't matter. What he's worried about, his reputation, possible financial situation, it doesn't really matter. And you know why? Because no matter who he ends up with, the other person he ends up with has a form of income, a form of money. So even if he was really like down in the dumps or really in trouble, somebody's going to be able to keep them, you know, head above water, for one thing, financially. And in regards to being popular, etc., well, I'll tell you this much. If he does reunite with Gulf the way we think he will or should, in regards to how the cards are saying things are going to turn out, it's going to be a phenomenon. He's going to get so many new fans coming in, because you know what, they're going to be the true twin flame couple reuniting against all odds. So he'll be 10 times more popular with the world outside coming in than he ever has been, even when, you know, back in the Wanjai day or now. He's going to be 10 times more popular, because they're going to be proving a phenomenon that people have no proof over. He's going to prove that the twin flame theory is a real thing that happens. He's going to be a celebrity example of it, and there'll be proof there because of the fact that readers were reading for them, including me, all these years. That's going to stand as proof that we saw it coming, if it does go down the way the cards are saying. They're going to be the living proof of the twin flame theory. Like the modern story of Romeo and Juliet, only they're going to end up together instead of the tragic ending that those two had. It's going to be like that. So, yeah, I agree. But he really has nothing to worry about in that regard. He's always going to be popular no matter what. There's always going to be haters, of course, but there's always going to be people who admire you for what you do, for your talent, for your personality. There's always going to be somebody. So, alright, so that's for Mew. And what about Gulf? What advice do you have for Gulf? Word of wisdom. What advice do you have for Gulf? Whoa, too much. Take that one and the first one on this pile.
Kimu Sabi.
Hang on, that's the bottom one. This one. There. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. Well, just funnily enough, I saw somebody comment earlier in the comment section on one of these videos about the fact that Gulf can't change Mew. He has to do that himself. So that really does resonate with the current situation. If you can't do anything about it, let it go. Just focus on yourself and don't remain a prisoner. So yep,
Focus on the stool.
that's very fitting. And then every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Look on the bright side of life, in other words. Could be no matter how much it hurts right now for Gulf to see Mew the way he is, if that's the case. A blessing of some kind, the goal is to find it. Well, the blessing could be that, like we've mentioned many times today, divine timing. It's divine timing intervention. Mew is not ready yet. Or Gulf is not ready yet, even, we mentioned. So it's not the time yet. It's not the right time yet. And you should be grateful for that, because if you tried to pursue time, may not be successful, may have more trouble and obstacles than you would otherwise. So definitely good advice there. And okay, what about Tool? Let's do a pull for Tool as well. What advice do you have for Tool? Just one card, is it? We had 2 for Mew and 2 for Gulf. Well, okay. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That's really like saying love yourself first. Now, if you love yourself, you're not going to be trying to make a failed relationship work, or if not failed, you're not going to be trying to make something bigger out of something you know it's inevitable it can't be. You're only torturing yourself, right? Flogging a dead horse. So could be something like that. And then this other one. Don't be impressed by money, followers, degrees, and titles. Be impressed by kindness, integrity, humility, and generosity. Well, that could also be, you know, saying to him, you know, you may have followers, titles, etc. But you know, that's not what makes everything. I can imagine Mew is also kind and has integrity. Possibly shows a bit of humility and private and generous, but this, I get the vibe that this is talking about there's somebody else. There is somebody else Tool should give notice to, or should pursue, or even just somebody is out there waiting to meet him, even. His one, the one waiting for Tool. It's not Mew. Okay. So that's the advice from the Buddha Wisdom deck. Let's make it fun. Let me pull one for myself, because I can hear it. I can hear critics in my head going like, what about you? What's your advice? I'll bet it's something like stop messing with them or something. Okay, what's this? When thinking about life, remember this. No amount of guilt can solve the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. That's good advice. It's funny because I actually had personally for me, I had a moment yesterday where I was feeling really guilty about something non-Wanjai related, of course. I was feeling really, really guilty about something, but not many people would. It can be debated whether I should have felt guilty or not. without telling you what it was all about, well, no, I will tell you. We were in a vehicle on our way home, and there's a lady in a wheelchair who is clearly, like, body language, looking uncomfortable. Oh. Okay. Does that mean I shouldn't tell you? Does that mean I shouldn't tell you? Point was that I wasn't able to do what my natural instincts would have me do, which is give somebody comfort, go and support somebody, go and emotionally support somebody who looked like, you know, like they needed a hug, that kind of feeling. Not that I would hug them, but, you know, I just go over and say hi, you know, just sort of show them that somebody cares. And it was a moment yesterday I wasn't able to do that for physical reasons, as I would wish to go and see this lady. And not just that, but my husband was also sort of airing me against it, like saying, oh, don't do it, you know, just because their carer was also in the vehicle, and there were other people in the vehicle too who were not giving a damn, like just ignoring what was in front of them. But I spent that whole trip just feeling in myself like, oh God, like it was really playing with my feelings. Like I really want to go over there and make sure she's okay and just let her know that somebody cares, because obviously she was uncomfortable. And even though we did say, are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm all right. You know, people can say that, but, you know. Anyway, I was feeling guilty about not being able to do something. But at the end of the day, the guilt sort of, at the time, there was really nothing I could do. There was really nothing I could do about it. Circumstances wouldn't allow me at the time to do what I naturally feel drawn to do. So the anxiety and the guilt feeling of that sort of slowly went away through the day, and I had both my husband and another relative telling me, oh, it's okay, you know, I know how you feel, but, you know, you should just let it go. I'm sure it didn't change much, you know, it wouldn't matter. She was probably okay for real, and, you know, all these things. But still, I feel like I wish I could have been there for this lady. And I don't know the lady, by the way. She was just someone, you know, just a passenger. But I really felt this, like I was on the brink of tears because she was crying in discomfort. So, you know, anyway, I'm an empath, okay? If you didn't know already, I'm an empath, and so this affects me, and yeah, I just felt so guilty that I couldn't do what I naturally feel I should do sometimes. So this card coming out for me, yeah, that does resonate. It doesn't matter how guilty I feel about yesterday, it can't solve anything right now because it's gone. The past is the past. It's gone. That's what this card is telling me. And no amount of anxiety can change the future. Same thing. You get anxious about anything. Future plans, something unexpected happening in the future. Oh, no, what's going to happen if this happens? It can't change it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. The best thing to do is to be prepared for it more than anything else. And yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to err on the side of caution regarding everything in life. Try and be prepared for the worst case scenario as well as any other possibilities I can think of. And yeah, all while trying to be positive and optimistic about things currently happening as well. So yes, this card really does resonate with me. So there you go. Alright, I think that's enough life storytelling. I'm live again. Am I? Knowing when. Right. Yeah, guys. Okay. I'm still on 2 lives. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alright, well, anyway. I think we're done for the day. I did that small little oracle draw for the other 2. I don't really feel like anything else is necessary. As for the readings we did earlier, I will make sure there was nothing I missed in those meanings. And hopefully I can just get all these clips together and clip them together and do the subtitles faster than I have in the past, because yeah, just I don't have the time that it takes to edit all these videos. So this is why I really wanted to try and get this live reading thing working with showing you the windows, etc. So that it can all happen at once and there's less editing to do. That's the goal. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 5 hours. That's got to be long. That's got to be my longest live now so far, I reckon. That's a marathon. Alright, thank you for hanging in there, guys, and I'm going to say goodbye now, so let's try and close these streams off. So this one, goodbye to those who are watching on the original video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.